What's good? What's good? It's an exclusive interview with ThatsYanaaShawty, also known as TYSF.
Yeah,
Go ahead and let them know what's up.
ThatsYanaaShawty, Queens of the Coast. Now you know.
Yeah. So what's good?
Yeah, chilling.
Right on, right on. I know, it's good to jump right into it with that Dear Mozzie mixtape. You know what I'm saying? That just dropped.
Yeah, I got that on SoundCloud for the free. I got it coming on YouTube for the free. I got hard copies for the free, all for the people.
Dope. And why did you call it Dear Mozzie? Why is that?
So it's really dedicated to everybody that's on the cover. I even missed a couple, but if people peep the cover, it says Dear 40, Dear New York, Dear Peasy, Dear Chippas. It's like to everybody that I look up to. I specifically picked Dear Mozzie because it's been a while since I had an impact. The person I could listen to on repeat is Tupac.
Uh-huh.
Like it's nothing. Tupac is nothing. No skips. And I find myself doing the same with Mozzie. So it was just special, just a little thing. It was nothing really like a big meaning besides that one, that I listen to him as much as I listen. It's such an inspiration. I listen to him as much as I listen to Pac.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope little concept.
Yeah.
Dope little concept. And I know you had a few videos popping.
I
that's
do.
Yeah. So, I mean, what can you speak about that?
So, one of the videos that's doing very, very good that I could say is now marking a year and a half old is My Same Thing, which was recorded in the Mission in San Francisco, which is my community, big part of the community. And that was one of the videos that did so well. It hit, my views go up slowly, but it means a lot to me. It hit 5K. So that's the best I have. That I had hit, because out of all the videos, that was my third video, so that was one of the good ones. And now I got like 12 to 14 videos out, and my most recent is I Tell 'Em. It's like an explanation of who I am and why I go by the Queen of the Skull. And then I got the newest video called Never That with Miss Alma Rose, and that video is doing good. It dropped on her channel. And I mean, the feedback I'm getting is pretty good. Like, it's pretty amazing how people are feeling that from the valley out to the skull to the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're feeling it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I know I was peeping at your IG, and I see you doing a couple collabs with Alma Rose and a couple other females. I mean, San Francisco, I feel, it's, we all, as the Bay Area, is one still slept on, you know what I mean? But as you being a female, it seems like it's getting harder to get that recognition, you feel me?
Oh, yeah, I'm top. It's a dog man world.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, your style, even when you hear you don't, you sound like you're from the Bay Area, but then again, you don't. You sound like, you can actually get out there and hang with the big ones out there, you know what I mean? So that's actually a good feel for you. You just got to get out there and expand that shit, because the sound is dope. I'm gonna give you that.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, it's I would say that half of that comes from me being raised in LA in the city called Gardena from the age of 7 to 15. But I was born in San Francisco in St. Luke's in the Skull. So I think a little bit of that mixture of being in LA. I listen to a lot of East Coast music, Talib Kweli, Biggie, Mos Def, those are a big impact, Lauryn Hill. So I feel like I have a little bit of, I could really say like I got a little bit of the East, West, South, North like in me, and I utilize all my inspirations and put it, I apply it to myself.
Okay. Yeah, that's dope. I can definitely hear it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh,
yeah, I can. Huh?
I said, yeah, I'm trying to push that.
Hell yeah. So what's next as far as the Dear Mozzie mixtape? I mean, what do you have coming next that the fans can actually gonna be on the lookout for? So
right now I have my EP Sacrifices out on all digital platforms, iTunes, Spotify, those type of things. That's my first EP I dropped, so I like how it's going. It was produced by El Fingers. Shout out El Fingers. He blessed me. It's a good tape. I recommend it. And now I'm working on my album. It's called Guala Dinero. Guala Dinero is this slang word I came up with that's practically meaning money. It's just guala and then dinero in Spanish. And
Yeah.
it's just this movement I'm going to start pushing, and that's going to be the name of my album as well, Guala Dinero. So that should be coming at the end of this month, actually. So I'm very excited for that. If God willingly, it doesn't have to be pushed back. Merch is coming with it. Stickers are coming with it. So I'm very excited. My website's in the making, so everything's going to be able to be found in one link pretty soon.
Dope. And you doing digital distribution too, or what?
Yes, I am. I'm with my boy Goto, so I'm with GT Digital Distribution. Goto's somebody that's been showing love to me. I met him when I was like 14, 15. When you meet Goto or when you meet anybody in the industry, you go and be like, I could sing, I could rap. So,
Right.
I've been, he heard me when I was younger, and now, now that I know more, I got more knowledge. I kind of know what I'm doing. I kind of know what I want. I know, how far I want to go with it. Everything could be taken more serious, so it's all about business. So now I'm with Gotos and GT Digital Distribution. I am independent. I have no label. And, it's just a team that, people who want to back me, people who want to support, they just, that's my team.
Okay. Yeah, that's dope. GT Digital, yeah, Goto's really with it.
Yeah, that's,
So yeah, who do you got as producers on the new one?
On the new ones, I got Nilo Beats, I got Psycho Beats, I got a lot of upcoming producers on my stuff. I got S. Beats, I got Sammy T Beats, Am Beats. I'm working with Iceman Beats. That's Detroit people, Texas people. I'm expanding when it comes to producers out of state. I'm liking the sound that other states are having, and I think with that Frisco sound or even with that bass sound period on other type of beats is gonna be really dope. I got little Reese beats, so I got a couple things under my sleeve and tuck.
Okay. And then it sounds like you got it all under control under that. I know F. just produced a hot one from Messy Marv, so I mean I know he's actually making a name for himself out there right now. Lil Reese and all that, man, that's pretty good. I can't wait to listen to that. Make sure you send that to me ASAP. You feel me?
For sure. Yeah, I'm very excited, and it's crazy because Lil Reese been fucking with me since like 3 years ago, and these beats, these are beats that I was sitting on, and I'm like, dang, when am I gonna use these beats? And it's just, the time is here, and now it's the perfect time to use them, and I can utilize them the correct way and distribute them the correct way.
Yeah, damn, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So you, as far as the digital world, I mean, what do you feel? What do you see working the most for you? Is it YouTube, SoundCloud, Bandcamp? I mean, there's a bunch of other like online items that artists like using. But what do you like using so far?
So I'm not gonna lie whatsoever. I'm new to the digital. My distribution just started maybe a couple months ago. This is my first EP. It dropped like 2 months ago. And I've never really been exposed to, iTunes, Spotify. It's something that I've always wanted. So my best friend, I would say, is SoundCloud. SoundCloud's been the one rocking with me since I was like 14, 15. And now, pushing 22, and it's still...
Yeah.
It's pretty...
Yeah, SoundCloud seems to be popping the most. I know that on our SoundCloud, you can also make a podcast, too. I know we got our stuff on podcast, and it's a good little outlet.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's a really cool platform for upcoming artists, and a lot of artists that started on SoundCloud have made it up to big labels, and are really stars now.
Yeah, for sure. You can track your views. You can track where they're coming from. It's actually a dope little platform for artists, for sure.
Yeah, so I would say SoundCloud and YouTube. I don't have my own channel, but for somebody who don't have their own channel, it does give me a lot of exposure because I got a good amount of views. So, I mean, if you put my name on YouTube, I pop up, my videos pop up, but I personally don't have a channel, which I'm thinking about making one, but I really like how, I know it sounds weird, but I really like how, I'm still popping somehow on YouTube, but yet, I don't have a YouTube channel. I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
it seems like you're known amongst the artists in the Bay Area, especially for the women too. I mean, that's big for for a girl to get it cracking like how you're doing and networking with different producers and stuff. Because it's sad to say, but a lot of producers don't take women serious. You know what I mean? Because I know Alma Rose been trying to push for a while and with contraband beats and all them, but she got some spits too. So that's dope seeing y'all working together.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a fan of a lot of female artists. Even the young is coming out. We got Baby Lana coming out, and she got gas, and so I'm a fan of a lot of female artists. Yeah, working with producers it is hard because they, it's kind of like the way I look at it is if you got a bag and you about the money, they're gonna look at that. They're gonna look past you being a woman. So if you
Right.
ready to buy, they ready to give. If you want to make conversation because you want to get a hookup, then yeah, you just a woman to them. You know what I mean? So it just depends how you handle your business. I always come to them like straight what I need, what I want. Can you do it? Can you not? I got the money. You know what I mean? If I don't, this is when I get paid. Like I always keep it shut up and I always keep it business, and that's also my motto. Copywritten, a little classy, handle everything that with style and grace. So it's just you gotta do what you gotta do in the industry the correct way. Most of all, as a woman, because it's hard for us to get in the industry. But once they hear a woman is trying to get in the industry, all eyes are on you. So you do have to, move correctly.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And then, do you write all your music, or you just come off the dome, or what's the process look like?
I'm a writer, I'm a writer. I do freestyle on my free time, but that's not my, I wouldn't say that's my main thing. But as I'm writing, I'm just spitting, so I would say it is a freestyle from the dome as well. So, but I'm a writer. I'm a very, I would say like I'm a very good writer. Those my hooks, those are my hooks. That's me singing. That's me on my hooks. People always ask me like, oh, who's that on your hook? And I'm like, oh, that's me. I got a little bit of singing background, so. I do it all. I do the writing, I do the hooks, and I do the verses.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's stay versatile. You feel me?
Yeah. So I'm just trying to push it, Yeah.
Yeah. You're trying to push the movement, and then so Mission District, huh? That's where you where you're from, right there, that area.
No, that's just where people show love and where I respect and give respect back. I'm from Alamany 900. I'm from a little project near Bernal Heights and stuff by the Alamany Farmer Market. My Uncle Peanut and stuff and RIP and a lot of family members have connections with 24th and the Mission period, from my grandma to my uncles and stuff, but I'm personally from Alamany. I just show my respect wherever I go. It doesn't matter if it's, the Mission, the Fillmore, HP, Double Rock, Sunnyvale. It's all love and it's all respect. This is all music on my side.
Right. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's something that I also, my manager, my agent also, like to point out is that I'm really, cool with a lot of, people from different places. And, it's not really like, I don't care where you're from. If it's music, it's music. That's what I'm about.
Yeah. Have you, yeah, for sure. Have you started doing any shows lately?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
So, the show, amazing. It was in Fresno, California. I got to open up for Hustler and Andre Nicotina. Shout out to them. It was an amazing feeling. I never done 2,000 people, or it was like at least 1,500. I'm not sure. It wasn't probably packed out at 2,000, but the maximum was 2,000. And it was just a good feeling, I saw, then the reaction wasn't, what I envisioned, but it was good. It was, the bobbing of the head, the moving to the music. So they heard me out, and I just got to start expanding a little farther. I do shows in the Bay a lot. Vallejo, I love Vallejo. The town is the first place that showed me love. Now in the Skull, I'm doing more shows. I got a couple shows coming up. I'm going to be doing one June 24th in Sacramento for West Coast Heat Tour with Blue Lotus. With Blue Lotus is presenting it. So that's going to be my first time in Sacramento. So I'm excited, Most of all, being that I did the Dear Mozzie, I got a lot of Sacramento love from that. So I'm excited. I'm excited to push, start seeing the fans, a lot of fans. I'm getting fans from out the way. And, I just want to push it. I want to take it all the way to London.
Yeah, well, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear the new music, especially if you're doing all the hooks too and whatnot. That's a dope little concept because not a lot of artists do both that. You know what I mean? They somehow they're just single minded and don't want to do hooks or don't want to do everything. So that's dope to hear. So
Yeah, for sure. And I'm very excited for the features coming up. Y'all gonna be very, y'all are not ready for these. I'm very excited to announce that I'm gonna be doing a song with DB the General. DB the
okay,
General is somebody that I've looked up to for a very long time, and very excited for that. I'm
yeah,
ready for it. I really want to work with Filthy. I really, there's a couple of things I got. Get an Indie from Vallejo. I'm working with her, so I'm just very excited for the lineup that I'm trying to put together, and the ones that have accepted me, and the ones that have that are open to work with me.
go. Yeah, man, I
Yeah.
can't wait to you with DB, huh? DB be spitting.
Hell yeah, it's with DB and I don't want to say his name wrong, but I think it's MGM Pyru or Piru, one of the two.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
so it's gonna be a little collab right there. I'm very excited. Most of all, being being that I am a woman, that's pretty dope. Like
Yeah.
with me, it's like that DB to me the shit license, that gas. We got that gas. Like he really goes. So I'm just excited to meet him. It's just it's gonna be an honor.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he be full of energy.
Yep.
For real.
I be investing myself in everything I do, so I just purchased the beats, feel me? So now it's just time to start distributing, giving the artist, each artist, so I got Get An Indie, DD the General, Chippa, Singular. So I feel like my album's gonna be a good lineup. I still got a couple more goals. I'm gonna get Filthy. I wanted to see if I could get one of the SOB bros on there. I'm not sure which one, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just, trying to see, trying to push through. I like I like all black. All black go crazy to me. He go crazy to me. So I'm just trying to work with everybody. RBD low. I hit him up. I'm trying to work with him. So,
Yeah.
that's some pretty dope things.
And yeah, for real, and that's dope, and it's dope how you're networking too. A lot of people don't take advantage of the social media game. You feel me? But man, everybody's just one DM away, right? Get them on a
Yeah,
DM and
it's
be like,
really
what's
like,
up?
it's hard because you look at them and you're like, oh, they might not reply, but it's like, man, I'll hit you up when I've hit up these artists when I started up to the point right now, and in this game you can't take none of this personal, if they don't reply to you or if they didn't see your message or, like if maybe they too busy, you just keep trying and you never know, like sometimes, it takes time to build your name and, if you really, nobody, it's not that, they ain't humble. It's just that sometimes they be like that. And sometimes you got to work harder so they can notice you. And they will notice you if you're working hard enough because everybody, I find myself dreaming about it one day and then being there the next day. So it's really just, you got to just put work, keep pushing, invest. If you definitely got to invest in yourself as an artist. There's no way, unless you got some sponsors or some money coming out of somewhere, But you definitely
Yeah,
got to invest in yourself.
yeah, that's dope, man. I can't wait. You got me excited.
Yeah, I'm very
I was,
excited, like, I'm very excited. I feel like I'm a big representation to my city and, I love the love they give and I give it right back and I just want to be able to take it higher, just, locally, it's dope, I think it's dope for when you're a local artist. So I'm trying to see Grammys, boy.
for real, huh?
Yeah, well,
Okay. So with the new album, man, with GT Digital, that's a good look. That's a good look, and I'm glad to hear that. You know what I mean? As
yeah,
far as the studio time and the music goes, I mean, how long does it usually take you to knock out a song? Like, I mean, I know you say you're all work and no play, and you get in there and handle business stuff, but I'm saying the process. Um, Sometimes people don't realize that being in the studio takes a little bit longer than average. You feel me? Especially with the engineers and whatnot. But I mean, what's your take behind it? You know what I mean? Because no one's really heard it from any artist from that standpoint, and a lot of people are curious as to how the progress goes.
right. So, like I said, I'm a writer, and I could say I'm pretty like a quick writer. If you like, and I got people who could vouch for that. Like when I'm in the studio and I hear a beat and I'm feeling it, it's nothing to write like at all. If I'm already
Right.
prepared and it's written, I do my studio time by hour block. So that means I do it like 4 hours when I'm going. You know, I'm not gonna just go for 1 or 2 hours. I'm gonna go for 4 or more. So when I
Yeah.
do go 4 hours, I get 5 to 6 songs done. So, you know, I already go prepared. 5 to 6 songs, you know, I already go prepared. I be spitting that shit in my head when I'm just chilling. So it's,
Yeah.
you know, I get this shit done. Well, studio time is like the most precious, important thing to me because being that I am a regular girl, still from the school, still working 9 to 5, you know, still got rent, still got
Yeah.
shit to do. All that counts to me. So ain't no wasting time
Right.
when it comes to the studio. If I'm gonna go for 4 hours, they better be 5. If I'm doing a bad day, 4 to 5 songs. A good day, 5 to 6 songs. Period.
Oh, dope. Man, that's
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
And you said this
definitely.
was, yeah, you said this album's done, huh?
Almost done. I need a couple features. Just I need to get them back. Sometimes it takes a minute to get them back, but to me,
Yeah.
it's done. To me, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a wrap. I learned not to put dates on my drops no more because shit
Yeah.
happens. You know, so. With God's grace, it's going to drop this month. Carnival out in the city. I'm going to be previewing a lot of my, it's the 26th and the 27th of this month, Carnival in the Skull, 22nd in Harrison and Bryan, all of the Mission. We're going to have a block party. I'm going to be previewing some of the Walla De Niro album music. Going to be do some of Dear Mozzie, some of a Little Cazzy Volume 1 and 2. So, everybody, it would be nice that they come out and come and enjoy. It's going to be pretty dope.
Man, that's dope. Have
Yep.
you have you reached out to Mozzie and does he know about the mixtape?
So I like to think he does. I like to think he does because I was at a show that was it got canceled, but there was a show in San Jose that I was supposed to do Nani Blanco, Shoot the Gang, Abby Cocaine. It was gonna be a dope show, but shit happened. Free Nani
Yeah.
Blanco also. And Nano Livewire was there and he's all like, we heard that, I heard that, a lot of people were like, I heard that. So like I like to think he had to come across it. Like, I like to think, he saw it on Instagram, But I'm
Right.
not sure. We try to reach out, but, you know how Instagram works. I don't think he's following me, so I don't think he could see my messages. But,
Right.
I'm stacking it up. I'm trying to stack up my money correctly, 'cause I do want to work with him, and when I'm gonna work with an artist, I always start stacking my money 'cause even if they might be
Yeah.
like it's all love, you never know, So,
Yeah.
he has heard of me, and hopefully I do eventually. Like I said, I dream it one day, I do it the next day. So hopefully I get to do a show with him, or open up for him, or he brings me out, because I feel like a lot of people tell me that a lot of my music is that storytelling shit like Mozzie do. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm like, well, hopefully, he bring me out. I love it when people bring out people. That should be so dope. That's how I got on the Andre Nicotina and Hustler show. I had the Jealous Guys and Rhymes bring me out, and it was pretty dope. They have
Yeah.
that shared stage time. That's not my time. That was their time, and they decided to bring me out. So that's pretty
Yeah.
dope.
Hell yeah, that's dope. Yeah, Nicotina and Hustler, man, they be closing out shows all the time. There being hella people.
Hell yeah, it was dope, and just meeting them, like getting to like talk to them for a few minutes, like that was really cool and dope. And it was so cool because now my agent, I got an agent, Adrian in Phoenix, and he reached out to Hustler, and like I told Hustler I always let artists know I'm like Queen of the Scar, I'll see you soon. It's just something I always say because I will see you soon. And he hit him up, and he's like, oh, my artist, Yana, she wants to do a song with you, and he's all like, he sent him a little clip, and he's all like, oh, she dope, and then she was all like, yeah, hopefully y'all get in the song, and he's like, it's good, and he was like, I think I remember her, like, so I try to make sure
Yeah.
my presence is remembered and known as much as possible, being that I'm literally like a 5 foot tall Latina girl, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
all the time. I'm always happy and smiling, rolling blunts and shit. So I just be like, make sure that it's like noticeable, my presence, being that I am a female, I am so little, But
Yeah.
I feel like my character, my presence talks for itself, and it's pretty loud.
Right on. So man, that's dope. Yeah, I can't wait. If you got some footage, make sure you send it my way. I'll get it up there on the YouTube channel. You feel me?
For sure. Appreciate you.
Yeah, yeah. Any footage that you got, send it my way. It's all good. It's all good. Well, no, I was gonna ask you some like random questions, like what is your like out of the San Francisco, since you're from the SCO, what do you like actually, the Niners or the Raiders?
Oh no, I'm a Niners baby. I'm a Niners baby. Even in LA, growing up in LA, so they used to call me Frisco, like for a minute, or Hella. It's so funny to say, but they used to be like, hey Hella, because in LA they don't say that. After a while, I got into the lingo of LA, but over there they'd be like Stadio, fool, like stuff like that. And then out here we be like, bruh, hey, hella, like stuff like that. So it's a big difference.
Okay, now here's another off the wall question. Where would most people find you at the Giants game or the Oakland A's game?
Oh no, at the Giants game. You actually really find me at the Giants game. I'd be at the Giants game.
For real? Huh?
Yeah, I've always repped for my city, definitely. Like, no doubt. There's no doubt about that. I've always repped for the school, no matter where I'm at.
Okay, now here's another question. What would be the dopest song which features you and 2 other females?
2 other females?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it could be anybody?
Yep.
Oh, fuck. All right. I'm going to give you 2 different answers. So, if it was, like, on some more me shit, I would do Queen Latifah and Sugar T and me. That's like some me shit. Like, that's some shit that I would really like to do. And then, if it was some more like, oh, what's going to make me run some numbers and, like, give me, like, some views and, like, that shit will be saucy, I'd probably do Cardi B, because I feel like our personalities will make some poppin' shit. And I would do...
Who was the last one? Hey, who was the last one?
I didn't say. I said Cardi B and, I mean, if it's money in industry, I would say Cardi B and Nicki Minaj or Kehlani. To be honest, I really like Kehlani. I've always been a fan of Kehlani ever since she was on America's Got Talent. Like, she's way. She's a real inspiration, most of all for the city of Oakland. So I would say Cardi B and Kehlani would be some dope shit, or even Cardi B and Kamaya and me. That'd be some epic shit.
Oh, yeah, that would be dope.
Diversity, that's a goal right there. I'm going to write that down. Cardi B, Kamaya, and Yana. That'd be some crazy-ass shit.
Yeah, you better start hitting them on the DM and seeing what's up.
Oh, you already know. I've been tagging Sprite, tagging Kamaya. I've been trying to, start working my way through. For Mel, and you know who I really want to work with, though? YG. No lie, I've been wanting to work with YG ever since he came out with Tooted and Booted, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah, man, he a dope artist. He's dope.
Yeah, he is. He's fun. I see a lot of fun. It makes me feel like he would bring out the fun out of me. But I'm gonna be trying to work pretty soon with Compton Ave. I've exchanged words with him. I'm gonna try to work with Compton Ave, Slim 400. Then I'm aiming higher and higher. The game, YG. So I'm just gonna, I'm slowly climbing this ladder, but I'm gonna keep climbing it.
Dope. Yeah, no, you need to, man. Yeah, shouldn't. Sky's the limit.
Hell yeah.
So you being from Frisco, let's see. What is the best Mexican taqueria spot out there in Frisco?
Oh, you already know. El Farolito on 24th is the place to be, okay? So, any El Farolito, one in the Excelsior, the one on 24th, and I think that, where's that out? Cat Harrison, and the one on 24th in Mission. El Farolito is the one for me. I grew up with a Salvadorian family, so I love pupusas, you know me? So Las Santanecas, you already know what it is. La Bodega, pupusas be it.
Those are hitters.
Yep. So I do that. I'm Mexican, Black, and Salvadorian, so I love me my soul food. So, you know,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love family reunions. I love it. I love the culture. I love Frisco because, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of mixture out there.
Yeah, it's really, and like I love it so much because like in LA, it's very, you know, color is very divided. Like most of all because of so much gang banging, it's very divided, you know. And out there's not really much Samoans. So, and you know, to me, like Samoans one of the most loyal people. Like I love just having Samoans around me. I love talking and just the family and the culture. So I
Yeah.
love Frisco, appreciate the Bay a lot because of the diversity and the culture and just, you know, I'm not saying there's no violence around here, but it's just different. It's different, a different vibe, and it's like you can associate with everybody and anybody.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, that's dope. There's a lot of, I know a lot of polys out here, man, and for sure they're really loyal. So that's dope, man. That's dope to hear that everybody networking and stuff. I know there's a lot of polys coming out of HP and the Bay actually trying to spit that fire too. I know we fuck with my.
You heard of Lay 2 times?
Huh?
You heard of Lay 2 times?
Yeah, I heard of him.
He go crazy, boy. I've been trying to work with him. I've hit up Cheddar, his manager, so many times. Like, I really want to work with him. I love what they doing. You know, they're linking up with the Filipinos, and I see that with MB Nails from Stockton, and, like, I'm keeping it, and I love it. I love seeing that, and, like, honestly, the chemistry that all them, I don't know all their names, you know, but salute to us, because the chemistry that they all put in the music is amazing. It comes out perfect.
Yeah, they some dope artists. We post some of their shit up already, and they just dropped a new video. So that's currently up on our site too. So we definitely be rocking with them. Maybe maybe we can make that magic happen. You feel me?
Hell yeah, slowly but surely. Yeah, I love all the artists that come out the Bay. I'm a fan of Nesta Farrell, definitely. I've shouted him out like many times. Feel me? Yeah, Lil Pete, Go, Cedarson. Yeah, I'm a fan of everybody that's coming out. I think everybody has a different style. Even though, yeah, everybody got a different style. I see something different in everybody, even though people be like, oh, they sound alike, or I feel like, nah, everybody different. Everybody got a different little sauce that they add to the Bay, to that Bay bowl,
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
yeah. Frisco itself has always been an established city with a bunch of artists. Obviously from back in the days, from Get Low and RBL, and even Selsky, and even taking it back further. You know what I'm saying, with AQEMC. Frisco has always been a dope little city. So definitely new sounds. Totally different from back in the days. Obviously, right now it's a different game. But
hell yeah. It's, and I was just saying, I was like, it's very different, but, I learned to love it, because I be on some old school shit for real, like, I'm very old school, like, I kick it with older people, so I'm very old school, I still like Quinn, I still slap Quinn, he go crazy, like, I'm still on that Messy Marv shit, I'm still on some old stuff, and, like, I'm gonna start applying that. Like I'm gonna start using that. We need to bring that back because it ain't dead. It's just it's just not what's in, but it ain't dead. And it goes,
right.
that's the lyrical shit that we can't lose. The Bay can't lose. All this gang shit and squad and this like the hypey shit. Cool. It's needed. It's a wave. It's fun. But we can't forget that real shit that we live daily, and that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to live through. I live through that, like my daily shit I see, whether I'm living it, my homie living it, the project I'm living it, I write it down and I type it, and that's where I get it, Quinn, the crypto, Marv, like I said. So yeah, I feel like that shit's still alive, definitely.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Now for like girls or women that are coming up in this music industry, even though you're still on the come up, but I'm saying you have experienced a lot compared to others, right? So what would you what kind of advice would you give to another female coming up, or actually even the male too? Like what would you give? Because obviously the game changed back in the days. Not that many artists now there's a lot of artists. Everyone thinks that they can come and do music or maybe produce a beat or whatnot, but it's not how it used to be. So what do you think you can give to these artists that are trying to come up?
I would say, always believe. For one, always believe in yourself as who you are and what you're doing, what your movement is. Try to establish who you are and your brand and your name. You know what I mean? Try to make that that your clap. That's who you is. That's who you are. So make sure everybody knows that. You push that more than anything. You know what I mean? Who you are, what you do. You make that clear and known. I would also say humbleness. Humbleness is very important because it's easy to pay for to get booked for a show. You know what I mean? It's easy to know somebody that can put you on to a show. Feel me? But 5,000 or 5,000, it doesn't have how many followers, how many likes, none of that. Character and humbleness is everything, and that's what people buy off of. You know, I can truly say that a lot of my followers that I do have on my Instagram, so 5,000, I have these followers. I'm not saying you gotta have a conversation with everybody.
Right. Yeah.
That you saying that you still say because thank you. They trying to say you're dope.
Yeah.
Finding I'm still trying to find my team, and don't get me wrong, you don't necessarily, you do you're gonna need at a point people to help you, and it's okay to need help. You know, you can learn the game in and out. I can have Quinn in front of me show me everything I need to know. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna need nobody. So it's good to you know, have those people that you can trust, that you know want good for you. I personally thought that my team was going to be people I knew and people that I associated with on the daily and like smoked with and chilled with. This is going to be my manager, this is going to be my producer. It doesn't always go like that. You got to be open to, it might be Bobby, somebody you never knew. It might be Todd. Todd's a dope producer. You just got to be open-minded and ready for what's coming, and for losing and gaining people. You're going to lose a lot. You're going to lose a lot sometimes. Sometimes people ain't going to be ready for that change that you're going to have to do if you're dedicated to this. There's a lot of changes that I've been doing that I'm talking about, from people I hang around with to what I used to eat to what I used to wear. Like, there's a lot of changes that come with this industry and with just trying to make it. And, you know, it's not always a bad change. Change doesn't always mean you phony. Sometimes it just means you growing a little bit and, you know, you expanding those wings and you trying to get somewhere. So I would say just, you know, those three things, you know, trying to take in everything that you learn from somebody. Every artist, they're always, when you meet an artist, usually most artists can agree, when you go to a show or you're booked with somebody, you know, you chop it up. Take in what they're saying, because that's free game, and free game isn't given that easy. So always take in what they're saying, even if they seem like, oh, they just barely coming up. Well, something's working for them because they're where you're at. So, you know, always take in what somebody's saying, and never look at people's following, because with all honesty, I don't got the biggest following. You know, I don't, but somehow I'm getting this love and this respect, and slowly these doors are opening that are out the way. Like, I'm like, you're in Detroit, you're in Atlanta, you're in Texas, how is this even, you know? So just always make sure to be you, because whatever you're showing right now is what you got to be when you make it, because that's what you chose. You can't stop once you're up there. That's how you lose. That's that phony shit that people be, you know, that's that crazy shit. So you just got to always keep it real, be you, and whatever you show now is what you got to show later, you know? And, I mean, you know, growth is always good, but that character, the person I am, that funny, happy person that still keep it, like, you know, hood, and always keep it straightforward and honest, that's just who I know I'm going to be, and that's who I want to remain, you know, no matter what, no matter what happens, no matter how much money a person touch. You just want to always keep it real and keep it you, so you can remain sane, you know? And a big inspiration to that, I would say, would be, look at DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled, he looks so blessed, like nothing bothers him. because he does everything so correctly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just, it's like, I don't know how Cali used to be. Like, if you look at Cali, like, and you go back to I'm So Hood, he used to move different. You could tell he used to move very different, but, slowly you see his changes, you see his interviews. I love tapping in, that's good for artists too. That's some advice there too. Tapping into interviews. Just when you're bored or you're on YouTube, look at 40's interviews. 40's a big inspiration to me. Like, he really got it out the mud. And like he's making something. Fab, Mr. Fab, he really got it out the mud. And he's really dope. He's like a politician, rapper, activist. Like, that's what you want to be. So, what we need. That's what your city needs. That's what we need as people. And, people love that shit. People love humble, down to earth. So I would say that, just keep pushing and, aim for the stars, because the stars is nothing. It's past the limit.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, being from the Bay Area, that's just another thing that kind of slows us down a bit in the industry, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I was just talking to somebody today that, E40 just last week finally got 1 million followers, you feel me? It's like, how the fuck is that even possible? Like, man, he should have been at 1 mil.
Right.
And then, it's Mr. Fab, I mean, who's doing all this stuff. And you see him, he's all visual on Instagram, don't even have 500K followers. You're like, what the fuck? I mean, the shit doesn't add up. But then again, if you're from the East Coast or you're from the Midwest or something right now, they got thousands of followers. You feel me? So, I mean, people are really, they're concentrating on the Bay Area, but I mean, we're still not, there should be more artists that are blown the fuck up instead of, other artists in different areas. So,
Definitely. But, it's just the way shit go. People just got to keep pushing. As you can see, 40 and Fab never stopped. They didn't fold. They didn't stop. They didn't complain. They did nothing. They just kept it pushing like it was nothing, And that's the moment. You keep pushing like it's nothing. And also, very important for artists, PSA, don't ever look at what another person is doing. And that's from something that I've also done. And you will catch yourself, peeping other artists and being like, damn, they didn't even really put in the work, and they over here because of the person they know, or they don't ever do that, because with that comes envy, and that's never good for the heart. So always just, you are gonna peep shit that probably do be like, what the hell? But just, just be like, I'm gonna just keep pushing. Just, shrug it off and be like, I'm gonna just keep pushing. Or, what I do, I'd be looking at who they tag, who they know, let me follow them. Let me try to see who they know. Let me network my way, because it's, you just got to do what you got to do and keep the envy away from the heart. That's all you got to do, because it is a lot of artists out here. When you look at artists like, they came out of nowhere. Oh, they made it out of nowhere off of one song. Oh, what? Like, let me see their catalog. Let me see what they got. And then when you look, it's really nothing. And you're just like, oh, shit, like, damn, I've been really putting in work, and I just, so you really just can't be doing that. You can't be lit, because that shit will really mess with your mind. It'll give you writer's block. It'll knock you off of the game you were on because you're paying attention to somebody else. And it happens. It's not nothing bad. It's not nothing unusual. It happens, but you just gotta remember, get back on your horse, because whatever horse they on, it isn't your horse.
For sure. Hell yeah.
That's what I would say.
All right, how about some shout-outs? Any shout-outs for you that, before we get off?
Yeah, let me see how I can do this. Shout out definitely to Lavish Seal, Dying Breed, Barrio de Oro. Those are Bay Clothing Lines, Key to the City, Adams Boutique, Current Culture. We got El Fingers, we got Reese, shout out Pharmacy Studios, shout out the Shop Studios. I'm honored to be there. I actually started going there because I won a little competition, and I'm honored to be in such a building where a lot of artists go. Like that's a really famous. The Jack used to go, so I'm very honored to be in that building. So shout out to the Shop Studios for giving me the opportunity. Damn, so many people.
No, it's all good.
Shout out DB. Hopefully we make that happen smoothly and everything go as planned. Let's put it like that right now. Shout out to every city and state. You know, you guys will hear about me pretty soon. I'm going to be pushing. I'm going to be expanding. And, you know, I'm going to start doing what I got to do. Shout out Atlantic Records. Feel me? You hear me? Shout out Universal. You hear me? Shout out Kendrick. You hear me? You know? Shout out Mozzie. Shout out Fody.
Yeah.
Somebody I'm going to be coming across soon, hopefully. So, you know, shout out to everybody that's in the game. That's in the game and paved the way and climbed their own ladder. So shout out to everybody that climbed out their own ladder and is still climbing that ladder. And, you know, they going to get there. We all going to get there. There's enough money for all of us to eat.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Motherfucker, yeah. And then shout out TYSF, you feel me?
Yeah, you already know. That's ThatsYanaaShawty, TYSF, King of the Skull. If you didn't know, now you know. That's ThatsYanaaShawty, TYSF, King of the Skull. You know what I mean? BayAreaCompass. Stay tuned in. You already know what it is.